I saw videos on TikTok talking about how when you change your hair color, people treat you differently, and it is literally so true. So here's my take on it. I have basically had every single color of hair. I've had black, I've had brown, I've had blonde, I've had pink, I've had purple, I've had green, I've had blue, and I've also had ginger. Let's talk about first being a blonde. When I was a blonde, I got the most attention from men that I'd ever gotten in my whole life. I constantly had guys like DMing me, just talking about my hair, even being like, I love that blonde. And that was probably the time that I went on the most dates in my life. And the guys that I dated, like seriously, when I was a blonde, I felt like they were very attached to my blonde hair, because I would talk about, dyeing my hair back to my natural color, and they would be like, oh, I just love blonde on you. Like, it seemed like they literally just liked me for my blonde hair. And I'm trying to think of how girls treated me. Looking back on it, I think I had less girlfriends, so there's that. When I had colored hair, it was very weird. Okay, so let's talk about like red, for example, just like bright red. Most guys would just kind of like look past me, but then there'd always be that like one guy that's just like, I love that hair. And it's really weird, and it's always with red hair that guys just seem to really like red hair. I don't know what it is. Even my boyfriend now is like, oh, I love red hair. So, but what was interesting is that when I did ginger, I didn't get people like saying, I love your hair. Until after I dyed my hair back, then all these guys are like, oh, what did you do to the copper hair? It was so pretty. I'm like, okay. When I had colored hair, with pink, I feel like a lot of girls were complimenting it, not so much guys. With purple, I kind of felt like it was a mix. And then I had like green hair, which was accidental, but for some weird reason, all these guys loved it. I don't know why. Like, genuinely to this day, and it's kind of like weird. I literally have this guy friend, and he will joke about, oh, if you're ever blonde or have green hair again, hit me up. And I'm like, what the freak? When I had black hair, I felt really pretty, but then I don't feel like I got like nearly as much attention with all the other colors. And I feel like when I had black hair, I literally was used the most by men. Like, for real. And now I just have my natural brown hair, and I feel like I don't get nearly as much attention as I used to, but I'm okay with that because this is my natural hair color. So I would rather a guy accept me for this and know that he actually accepts me and who I am than accept blonde hair because it's his kink. And that's my take on it.